Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a video talking about the R179s, and let's get started because I do not want to waste a lot of time. So, recently on January 8th, which was yesterday, the first video that I actually saw just in school was based on Commuter Trains Fans' new video, which was an R42 ride, and I was like, yo, he got an R42 from like 2019 or 2018, whatever, and he said I thought they were retired, so I'm like, okay, if you thought they were retired, then they're retired. So now I watched the video. He said it was made on um January 8th, 2020. I was like, all right, maybe the video's made on January 8th, 2020, but maybe that footage of the R42 wasn't made until I actually had realized all 179s are actually taken out of service. And reason why they are all taken out of service is because of a door problem. This is the reason why 3010 to 3019 was all shipped back to Bombardier's company anyway when they was first being delivered, and that's why it took about 2 years to get the R179s into service. They delivered them in 2016, and it took until 2018 to finally begin one set on the J line instead of all sets just going 1 month of testing. It didn't take 1 month of testing. It took 2 years of testing. Not 2 months, not 1 year, 2 years of testing. And plus the whole entire order was delayed anyway, so that's even worse. You delayed the order by like 3 years. I think it was supposed to be delivered in 2013 or 2014, but I definitely know it was delayed. So anyway, we are going to be actually talking about the door problems that recently happened on the Armor 79. So here I am looking on this thing where I was watching the NYC Transproductions video based on the R42 action in Queens, Brooklyn, and Manhattan. So here's the link that he has sent us. It says ABC 7 News, so you know that's a common website that we all know. MTA pulls entire fleet of newest subway cars over ongoing door problems. So when you say ongoing door problems, it's like, it's just been ongoing from the start ever since they actually delivered them. When they was testing, it was door problems and door problems and door problems. So that's why it took 2 years. Let's see this video here. That doesn't look like 179 to me. It look like Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, let's see this.
Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Kimberly Richardson has the story.
The MTA seems to be okay.
Better than okay, terrific, according to Bombardier, which just over a week ago praised its team for wrapping up production of the R179 Subway Cars for New York City, a batch of 298 that now were supposed to be rolling through our system, but the MTA just pulled each one of the state-of-the-art trains from the tracks.
They were late, years late, which caused real hardship for strap hangers. And then when they deliver these cars, they're defective.
Problems with the doors. The cars, which make up less than 5% of the fleet, were running here on 4 lines, but because of 2 recent incidents, the MTA replaced all of the new trains with these older models. The agency says the move was out of an abundance of caution, adding no one was hurt and that engineers are now inspecting the batch.
Honestly, you'd think by now they would have had trials of the trains to make sure they were working properly so they could put them into service.
Yeah. New York City Comptroller Scott Stringer believes the Canadian-based company sold New York City, quote, lemons, and is pointing the finger at the MTA for dropping the ball, saying layers of mismanagement and lack of oversight got us to this point.
As we're ready to embark on a $51 billion MTA capital plan, we've got to assure subway riders that the MTA has its act together.
Bombardier is blaming the flub on a supplier it maintains made the, quote, problematic doors. But Transit President Andy Byford also seems to have had enough, calling this latest development unacceptable, adding the MTA intends to hold the company fully accountable.
I mean, it's just kind of crazy, like how all of the trains get pulled out of service, like not just one of the set, but all of them. That's crazy. So yeah, New York City in parentheses WABC. The MT has put out its entire fleet of R179 Subway cars, the newest model, over ongoing door problems. The cars were manufactured by Bombardier, not Bombardier, whatever they were saying, which the MTA recently blasted for missed deadlines, poor car design, and construction methods. So, poor car design, I kind of can't really agree on that, but I do know this. When the R179s were first made, then there was like, wait, no, not poor design. It was just like poor car design, yeah. That's even worse. So, if you actually just like type up R179 like this, just like go on images. So if you actually see one of your images in here, like I'm just using it for an example, so don't get mad because I'm just showing for an example. Yeah, it's this one. So if you kind of notice, the R179 is really, really slanted. This was like the first 179 that was delivered, but it's terribly slanted. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just weird, ugly. No offense. I don't know how they did that, but looks terrible. And for another thing, if you see the R179 in the shop, that's an M9. That's a good thing, catch, but not slick. Yeah, forget it. But yep, R179s have all been put out of service. So now the effect of this is that there are now that there are R42s running on the J and Z lines instead of the R179s, and service is delayed by 2 minutes due to the door problem. So, yep. And for A and C trains, I think that the A train is just like, operating regular 46s and 32s, while the C train is operating probably a 46 and most likely 32s. And, it's actually very, very rare, and most likely, I'm not sure, but it's a big rumor that there is a 160 on the C, which I highly doubt. But if I see a 160 on the C, I'm going to record that, because I noticed that I have not recorded like a single 160 on the C while it was in service. I actually only recorded one, but that was foam day, and nobody likes foam day. Because when you just foam day is screaming, and when they're screaming, that means that nobody's going to like the video because too much over exaggeration. Like a SBS BX33 bus, which everybody probably knows about, which is a terrible video. But yeah, I guess I'll wrap it up here for this video because of, So just to restate the video, R179s have been replaced by older trains. That's kind of sad. Older trains because of a door problem. And before I actually end this video, I hope that for Kawasaki, they do a good job making the R211s way better than Bombardier did. So, good luck, Kawasaki. Well, I actually have hope in you, because they're supposed to be being delivered this year, and, because we do not want crappy R211s. So, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoy. If you want to talk more about the R179's problems and stuff like that, then, go tell me in the comments. So, later.